Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Pitstop Fracas. I'm your host, Richard, and today we're joined by some esteemed gentlemen, starting off with none other than Brother Ranch. Chris, how you doing today, brother?
I'm good. I'm alive. There was a race this weekend. Things happened. We laughed. We laughed even more. And yeah, I haven't let the dark thoughts win. So we're good. We're good. How are you, brother?
I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. I didn't appreciate it being a sprint weekend. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch sessions. Bit of a mad thing, I kind of wish I'd done a you like last year, just watching the club, just do a ranch, watch session in the club. But I'm too old, bro. I'm retired anyway, so yeah, it gets like that, man. It gets like that. So, and I want to my other brother Mahad. How are you today, brother?
It's been a beautiful day. Just like waking up first thing in the morning, seeing your team dominate, seeing other teams fail. Beautiful. It's a beautiful life.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You're living life for the moment, so I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. You've lived through the dark times, bro. You've been through the trenches, so you deserve this, bro. I guess. But
I miss you, Honda, bro. McLaren Honda. Those Alonso radios. We will never forget.
GP2 engine order. Crazy.
I just want to ask a question, Richard. Are you happy that an Aston Martin driver is ahead of both Ferrari drivers in the championship?
I am actually, yeah. I would have never expected it, but hey, here we are back again.
And it's the other Aston Martin driver. It's not even the one race.
Brother,
No.
It's so much, yeah, that Alonso's classified as NC on the F1 account. The F1
standings.
Yeah.
If I go on F1 standings right now on the official F1 website, Alonso is not there. There's only 19 names there.
Crazy work.
Why is the guy putting his Carlo? What the hell's going on there,
bro? Alonso, I'm here. We're here. The gravel was that sent him to the wall in Australia. We're here safely because he's fine. And then the brakes blowing up. We're here for this, man. It's time for him to pack it in, bro. Become a family man. Bro, you're 45.
He's got one more than him, bro.
But he's 45, man.
I said 45. Go back to Oviedo, man. It's done.
Bro, it's done. You're older than team principals, bro. Come on, man.
That's crazy. He's got like 10 years on all the Oaks. That's crazy.
That's
insane.
Formula One as a kid and Alonso's doing mad things.
I'm just fucking hell. That is insane. Fucking hell. Fair enough, man. But let's swiftly move on anyway to Eddie Jordan. So for those of you who don't know, Eddie Jordan sadly passed away the other day of cancer at the age, I think it was 76. He was the infamous team person who started up the Jordan team back in the 90s. Of course, both through the likes of Michael Schumacher, of course, and managed to have the likes of Kynes, Howard Frenson, so Damon Hill on his books as well. And he was very colourful character in and around the paddock. Someone who loved to speak his mind a lot and wasn't really scared to say certain things, maybe controversial or not. And yeah, Chris, I'm going to come to you on this. Do you have any thoughts on the career of Eddie Jordan and just, any thoughts in general, like what you thought of him, some of his best moments and stuff like that?
Yeah. What I thought of him, he was definitely a character. Very, wasn't afraid to say what he's for and what he believed in. Obviously, one of my personal favorite moments of him was definitely when he was a pundit on the BBC and he was getting onto Stefano Domenicali for the Hockenheim 2010 moment, because I needed that. Like, as someone who, for at the time, I liked Felipe 1 year after his accident where he nearly died, and they did that to him. For Alonso win, they didn't even give him the title, so like there was no benefit at the very end. I like that. I like that he stuck it on, man. And it was like, don't try and like blag it, like, you know, you did this, hold that. And also the fact that as a team principal, he wasn't afraid to make calls, make decisions, and he did everything in his power for his team to survive. And when things were not feasible anymore, he got out with dignity. So, you know, he made the most of his opportunities, and you can only respect that. And, you know, he was very much a party atmosphere. Like, you know how Formula One nowadays is very corporate and boring and professional? He was fun. He was the kind of fun that attracted people in the past. So you can only respect that. And, you know, he had a real eye for talent because he hired some serious drivers from the likes of Schumacher, Barrichello, Hill, the other Schumacher, Hans-Harald Frentzen, and like they all at least, you know, gave some good performances. Okay, Schumacher doesn't really count, but you know what I mean. But like they all hold themselves to a good account, and he made things work in an era from one where all these privateer teams were disappearing. He remained, he survived, and he thrived. So I can only respect him as a worker and a grafter, and he was a real good pundit. As in, he had connections. It's not like these days when you're listening to Karun. He's not breaking news. Namshif's not breaking news. Them men are not breaking news like this. He was breaking news. He told us that Michael Schumacher was coming back. He told us that Lewis Hamilton was going to Mercedes. That's what I want from punditry. If you're not telling me anything new that I'm watching on the racing, at least tell me what's the news inside the paddock. Like, have John Noble's phone and be like, yo, what's going on? Like, give me the juicy details before it comes out. Like, so I can only respect him and condolences to his family and friends. And, you know, may he rest in peace. And for the men out there, please go get yourself checked. You know, prostate cancer is easily, you can see if you have it quite early. So just go get the test done.
Yeah, well said, Ronch, definitely. Yeah, so let's swiftly move on. So, of course, this is race 2, second weekend of the calendar. And, of course, the first sprint weekend of the calendar as well. So it meant us Europeans, you know, having to wake up at 3 a.m. and all sorts, you know. That's the sort of time that Ranch likes to go out and party. So, you know, I'm not used to stuff like that.
Hey, I was in church this weekend. I was watching, I was in the night vigil locked in. Prayers need to be made.
And you had the phone out, yeah, watching the sessions on your phone.
Done. When we were done, the phone came out.
PR Ranches. PR Ranches, say nothing, bro. Family man, yeah? Say nothing. Right, okay. So just to make this up, to make it a bit easier, we'll talk about sprint race and quali in a separate thing compared to normal quali and a race. So Ranch, of course, Hamilton got sprint pole and lights the flag finish with sprint race win. But there was also other stuff that went on, you know, for example, Lawson finishing dead last and having an absolute mare, stuff like that. So what was your thoughts on both sprint quali and sprint race? And is any in particular drivers or whatever, or team forms that you'd like to highlight from that?
My takeaways is prayers do work, because man had to go pray, and then the Ferrari finished P1. We went from stinking in Australia to P1 in the sprint race. What I can say is that there's something really weird going on with tires and performance, because like the McLaren drivers were just all over the place in terms of their sprint quality. Lawson looks really bad, but we're going to get into him later. We're going to get back to that later, but he does not look good. I feel like the other rookies all hold themselves to account very well, and the race was a bit weird because it was basically a time management exercise where people who were on job and time management succeeded and thrived, and other man who just couldn't manage their tires or couldn't get moves done, they suffered, didn't it? So, like, you know, I look at, for example, like Verstappen, where he was on Lewis's tail, but he was cooking his tires doing it, and he was struggling with the graining at the end. We look at Oscar, who fell a bit backwards and then made his way forwards. We look at Russell, who smoked Leclerc in the first lap with no DRS, then was making his way back up to Verstappen, but Leclerc was catching faster. Like, them two kind of looked after their tires. They built a gap, looked after their tires, and made the progress forward. And then obviously shout out Yuki, the good performance there as well. So yeah, there was a lot was going on, but you know, the big dog Lewis Hamilton, showed why he was employed by Ferrari. That was real racing, you know, because Fred Vasseur went and talked to the media afterwards, talking about how he managed his pace really well and was like, kept Verstappen close enough to cook his tires. It was like he had a bit more pace at times, but he didn't use it to cook these man's tires. And then when Verstappen's tires started to fall off, then he went away, disappeared, and showed real speed. So at the end, he was still fast when Piastri and Verstappen were slow. He was fast because he was just looking after tires, real time management, showing why, you know, he showed why he's the GOAT, innit? The GOAT settings, and you know, the team had the car in the window more than others. So, you know, like I said last week, I said it's up to Ferrari to be the ones that can maybe challenge McLaren. If a team's going to challenge McLaren over a weekend, it's up to Ferrari to get it right and get in the window. In the sprint, quali, and race, they got it right. They put themselves in a position where they could if McLaren faltered, which they did. So that's the job that he done at hand, and that's what we needed to see.
Yeah, cool. Mahad, your thoughts on sprint quali and the race? Of course, you know, Lando had a bit of a mare in terms of his race starts, you know, and there's a bit of tussle between Oscar, Russell, and Charles as well to kick things off. But yeah, your thoughts on sprint race and quali?
I think sprint race, obviously, and quali, Hamilton extracted the most out of that situation. I don't think the McLaren was set up correctly, especially for qualifying. I think there was only one practice session, and I didn't think they got the balance correct. So that's why both Oscar and Lando were kind of struggling there. In reality, both Oscar and Lando should have been on the front row in that quali session, but they just couldn't put their lap together. If you put their theoretical lap together, like their best sectors, they're both on the front row in it. So if both of them are not putting it all together in their lap and allowing people in front of them, especially in a track like this, you fluffed your lines, you're done. And the person that leads the race is more than likely going to win the race, especially with this resurfaced tarmac. This is why I don't like sprint races, yeah. Because I think the sprint race itself, all the deg that they found out because of how they're running, they kind of adjusted for that for the race. So then it made the real race more boring. Imagine the sprint race was the real race and people's tires were just off a cliff, cooked. Yeah, we were robbed of that because then everybody was able to fix it. This is the whole reason why McLaren got a 1-2 the very next day, because they were like, okay, let's sort out the tire deg now. They had better tire deg. The tire deg, Raj, you're doing that face. The tire deg on the McLarens in that race was absolutely meaty. In the sprint race.
No, I will say this, because even if there wasn't a sprint race, they would have had FP1 doing long runs and FP2, so they would have seen the tire deck.
Race sim is not like a sprint race.
Yeah, but it's like 9 laps. So they were degging off, they were grading off the 9 laps. They do a 9-lap run. They would have seen.
And they're not pushing like how they would push in a sprint race, though.
Yeah, but I think
sprint race is a more accurate test than a practice session. We've seen it time and time again where teams, they F up in the sprint race and then they pattern the car up and then in the race they've sorted it.
Didn't we not see this in Vegas?
What do you mean?
The graining in Vegas last year.
McLaren had 3 practice sessions. They were still mid. He still had graining.
But that's a different part. I think this weekend they would have sorted it out because I don't think it was a thing of like the Vegas graining was because it was just cold. This one was just setup related. I think these men would have figured it out. Well, some of them would have figured it out at least.
Well, to be fair, I think I don't want to be. Well, actually, I'm not going to be cautious about this. That Ferrari is illegal, man. Tell me why the Ferrari is illegal, yeah? Because these men, all of a sudden, they were rapid on Friday in Australia. They're like, oh yeah, they're back. They're serious, yeah? Then I hear, oh, they have to change the setup. They have to raise the ride height. Why are you raising the ride height? Now, all of a sudden, you do a sprint race, sprint quali. You're lightning fast. You're through the roof. Well, Hamilton is anyway. I don't know what Leclerc was doing. Then all of a sudden, I see disqualifications in the race, which we'll talk about later. But I've got question marks about Ferrari. Now Ferrari are going to be like, we can't run the car low no more. So why can't you run the car low? Because the skid block. Because the car's illegal. This is my accusation. I'm sticking with it. You might just, to not be caught being illegal, you might just compromise your whole season. Just move on to 26. But yeah, not to taint Lewis Hamilton's win. Lewis Hamilton, that was a beautiful moment and so on. Especially when his teammate is just absolutely nowhere as well. This guy didn't come here to be just some old man being fodder in midfield. He's here to actually do things, and he's ahead of his teammate in the championship. But yeah, that was the only glimmer of hope for Ferrari the whole weekend. So savor that moment. Much.
Oh, bro, I enjoyed, bro. I was up at 3, bro. I'm up at 3:50 in the morning, smiling, bro, like I bagged a baddie, bro. It was a glorious moment, man. I was savoring that, bro. You guys think this was?
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to put some question marks on that win, but from a Ferrari aspect. But I'm keeping note of it.
But you keeping tabs on it, yeah? I mean, if it happens again in Japan, then big questions have to be asked, won't it? But
if it happens again in Japan, yeah, straight up, people need to be fired.
Start with Fred.
He's the one hiring these people, bro. It's not me hiring.
Boy, to get another disqualification in this case of 18 months, whatever, it's kind of crazy, you know. Especially with both teams, 2 different ones. But don't worry, we'll speak on that.
We'll get to that.
Anyway. Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's move on. Now time to talk about McLaren. Of course, McLaren, they had a stellar weekend. Well, at least a race anyway. Got the 1-2 in a race and whatnot. Oscar, amazing win. Paul got pole as well. Norris got second. There was looking a bit sticky at the end, but with the brake pad and stuff like that, but he managed to hold it down. Of course, we're going to go to our resident McLaren employee, Mahad. Mahad, talk to me about McLaren's weekends, you know, how they were in normal quali and in the race as well, especially since they fumbled the sprint quali and how that went down as well.
First of all, I am a McLaren social commentator, not a McLaren employee.
Bro thinks he's on the team.
I'm not. If you see that meme, delete it off the phone. I don't want to see it. You know what? That's never come out again. You know, I only put that on streams. You think I'll go outside in that?
That is actually my.
Get into the paddock. That's the reason.
That is my best work I've ever produced, man.
Oh, legendary photo. Fuck you know.
But okay, so yeah, with McLaren, I think the one thing is they've made this car completely different to last year's car on handling dynamics and feel and so on. They took big risks with the engineering of it. And what's happened is we used to be one of the best teams, McLaren, at just having one practice session in sprint weekends and getting the car dialed in immediately, and then taking advantage of that and kind of winning sprint races and getting sprint poles and so on and so on. But with this car now, you can't do that. We need 3 practice sessions minimum because the balance on it is crazy. And the drivers, especially in sprint quali, is catching them out. We saw it in Bahrain testing as well, where Lando and Oscar will be just doing some slides here and there, snaps all over the place. It's a bit of a diva. It's got a very, very, very snappy back end. And when it's not optimized to the track it's on, you can see the difference. With Oscar and Lando, we just spoke about it now, in sprint quali, didn't optimize in the race just because Oscar qualified higher. He managed to deal with that situation of Verstappen, because I don't think that Red Bull's good at all. Managed to maintain the pace, look after his tires, and obviously Hamilton was down the road, but I think P2 is a really, really good result. Lando, just no feel of the car whatsoever. Once he went on the grass, got around the outside when there's nobody in the inside, just seeing ghosts, and then just had no pace until the end of the race, when the tires kind of started bedding in, and he finally overtook Stroll and whoever else was in front of him. So really, really, I think just collectively, considering the pace of the car, I think it was a bad sprint result. I think Oscar redeemed it by collecting a lot of points, collected 7 points, but it's not too much of a loss because of the points that you get in sprint races ain't that deep. But they gave him the opportunity to have all that data to kind of dial it in for the real quali in the race, and they managed to do that. So I think they looked rapid throughout quali. Oscar's the one that managed to pull it together. I think he was even down on his time halfway through his lap, but he managed to pull it out in the final sector with a hairpin. Lando I think he was quick in his first 2 sectors, but then the guy just went to Narnia in the hairpin, even though it's so weird. I feel like it's you either have to get the lap perfect, and you saw it in Q2. Like Lando's time was like 4/10 quicker than everybody else, and then if you don't do it perfect, you're finished. You might as well just box. But Oscar's the one that actually pulled it out, which is surprising, and it's good because it means that he's making a step in quali, and that's what he needs if he wants to challenge for a championship and progress in Formula One. And I think that was really good that he managed to get his first pole after how long? I waited too long. If I knew in person, I'd be like, I waited too long for that. So hopefully he starts to get the confidence, starts flowing in now. George Russell's a bit of a pest, obviously. The guy's doing double warm-up laps. He's just stat padding out here in these streets. I know, Raj, you know this. He's like, oh yeah, I'm facing rocket ships out here. Can't believe I got LP2. The guy is such a PR merchant. It's insane, bro. It's insane what he's doing. But he's acting like the Mercs like 6/10 off. But race start. You saw what happened, man. Oscar had a bit of a slow start and kind of backed up Russell. Russell had to kind of pull out a little bit, and then obviously Norris sweeped her on the outside. Once it was a 1-2, it was kind of comfortable, to be fair. There was that situation where McLaren misjudged the overcut. But Lando, very aggressive, just dispatched of Russell straight away. And Oscar just controlled the race, man. That's what I expect him to do, man. He had the right amount of speed, controlled the race, controlled the pace, you know what I mean? Sped up when he needed to, slow down when he needed to, just a mature lights the flag drive. So that's what I expect from him. He's taken a step, and he's kind of recovered from the situation from last week where he only got like 2 points. So the fact that he kind of recovered so much points, and now he's like joint second or third in the championship or whatever it is, he's back in the mix. So fantastic work from Oscar, and I think that's one of his best drives in Formula One. And Lando, he managed to recover from yesterday. Like, he did a really, really good job in terms of, like, he was absolutely nowhere in the sprint and managed to kind of adapt to the car, because for both of them, it's not a car that they're used to driving, and it's not suiting their driving style. So for both of them, it's a bit of a diva to tame. And he's managed to kind of adapt to driving and had good pace throughout the race. But then obviously the brake issue just absolutely done his dance. And the fact that he even finished second, the fact that he even finished the race was insane in itself. So, yeah, good result. I just want to keep stringing these 1-2s together, man, and making everybody miserable. I'm here.
To talk on quali, yeah? You told me once upon a time, Mahad, quali don't matter. Why is it all of a sudden you was on Tosca about poles and that, bro?
Quali don't matter, yeah. In an era where you can actually overtake. This is dirty air era back, man. We're back, man. This is 2020, man. When you can't overtake, you're cooked. 2022, it did not matter, bro. There was no dirty air. You could dunk on someone quick time if you're within DRS. You can get within DRS and stay within DRS. Yeah. This is a different sport. You're absolutely cooked if you're within 1 second of somebody for more than 10 laps. It's over. You're going to get crazy front grain in. And I feel like this is not the type of track. I feel like Formula One is at the whim of Pirelli and just randomly track resurfacing. So how much track resurfaces have we seen in the last 2 years? Every other track, it's been resurfaced. It's completely different. And the worst thing is, they resurface it, and then Pirelli's not even talking to the track because they don't even know what tires to bring. So they bring the wrong tires. These are the wrong tires. The tires they brought to the Chinese Grand Prix is the wrong tires.
Yeah, too fair.
But Pirelli, they're not communicating with these tracks. So we're seeing the Pirelli Championship right now. And in the Pirelli Championship, with its tires, Quali matters. So it depends on the context.
Must have small backtrack. All right, cool. At least you cleared that up.
I'm going to take a step back for you. Be like, it's like the left one there. The left one there. I'm going to take a step back for you.
No, that's cool. I'll take that.
I feel like more likely now, if you're in pole, you're going to win the race.
You think that'll be the theme this season?
Yeah.
So China wasn't like a
obviously, it depends on certain tracks. But like China looked like Monaco today.
Yeah.
It's looking nasty.
I'm 50-50. Because I saw some man were making overtakes and making moves, and then other man were just breathing heavy like dogs.
I feel like the front six, you couldn't make any overtakes. There's barely any. Like the police that Leclerc got overtaken, it was just fucking weird. I don't know why did he get overtaken there? That's not an overtaking spot. Max.
Oh no, that's because his tires were cooked.
Exactly, and I feel like that's the situation. The tires have to be cooked, or you have to do it immediately, like how Norris did with Russell. Man did it immediately. You couldn't sit behind him for 3 laps, so he's over.
Yeah, no, it's immediate. It's get the job done. It was like in the sprint race, the first lap where George got Leclerc. No DRS. He just said, "I'm sending it here."
Yeah,
it's done. That's how F1's supposed to be. You're supposed to be behind man for 10 laps. You pull up to man, get the job done. There's no.
Yeah, but that's not the Formula One we've seen over the last couple of years, is it?
Yeah.
We've seen people tango for like 3-4 laps, DRSs here and there. You know what I mean? Stay overtake, and then the other person overtakes them. Now it's like either you overtake them immediately or you're not overtaking them. You're done. You're just praying for that other person's tire to die, or you're not overtaking them. Yeah. Like I said, we're at the whim of Pirelli, man. This is Pirelli Formula One, man.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But the worst part is Suzuka's resurfaced their track as well. So.
Oh.
Wait, Richard, you're muted.
Oh, fucking hell. Now I'm saying don't kill me, man. Not a McLaren one too, yeah?
Everything, man. What was wrong with Suzuka for it to be resurfaced?
I don't know, but all I heard is that the Super Formula guys were struggling out there, so it's gonna be fun if Pirelli bring the wrong tires.
Oh, they will. Yeah, they will. Everyone's going to do a one stop, bro.
Not to say like, I'll be honest, the Japanese Grand Prix hasn't been good in the last couple of years, but bloody hell, man.
Wait,
I'm not looking forward to it now.
No, wait, 22 was when it rained. 22 was good.
Yeah, I remember 22, but it was like
that was mad delays, man. That was like an 8-hour race, bro.
Apart from that,
yeah, but there was like when
it kicked off.
when it kicked off and there were like people were hooping it out there, bro. It was real racing, and then some real strategy disaster classes. But that man got fired. They're not around no more.
I remember Alonso when Vettel raced still alarm because Alonso did a little hero ball thing and almost pulled it off. Yeah, I remember that. There were some decent moments. Yeah, but apart from that, don't think there's been any. Yeah. Oh well. I've not much whoever. But yeah.
Just look forward to another McLaren 1-2, guys.
Yeah. You know what? Last question on McLaren. Yeah. Do you think? Have you seen enough, even though it's a small sample size of the season? Do you think Oscar can have a title charge with Lando?
I predicted that he's going to win the title. Oscar.
Did you? Yeah?
I did that preseason McLaren Fan TV, guys. If you want to watch every Tuesday at 7 p.m. In the preseason, I said, if Oscar's there, he's going to
win. Okay, interesting.
But it's with Oscar, it's about can he string results together, and it's not about his ceiling, it's about his floor. Because, like, for example, that's the difference between him and Lando at the moment. When Lando has a stinker, the guy finishes P2. When Oscar has a stinker, he's not P2. He's going to be like P7, P8, and that's where you drop points, man. If you want to win a championship, you can't have those type of weekends at all.
Yeah.
If Lando has a stinker, he's on the podium minimum. So that we've seen that before previously with like Verstappen. Verstappen's P1, P2 or DNF when his title runs together. He don't do any other positions. You know what I'm saying? So if Oscar can do that, where you're only as good as your bad weekends, where you're not really on it, right? Obviously, we know what his ceiling is. His ceiling is slap a pole, win the race, right? But people around him, that's what they can do that as well. So it's about when the weekends don't go your way, what happens, right? Because if he has, although Australia was just really unlucky, if he has a couple more Australias, you can't really win a title that way. But I think he won't. I think he can pull things together. Let's see. If the problem with Oscar is that his weakness is after the European leg. Like, you know, those races, you know, your Singapores, your Kotas, whatever, he's not good around them tracks. I've seen it 2 years in a row, he's not good. So I need to see if he can kind of step it up them periods. And even if he isn't that good, is his floor maybe like a P2, like a P3, like stay on the podium, you know what I mean? But let's see how he kind of puts together this campaign.
Okay. One thing I will add is, I remember before the season began, the question mark about Oscar was, is he like fast or can he, you know, get those Quali laps in? And so far, so good. He's right up there with Lando. I still think Lando's faster than him, but it's a thing of, it's not a problem. It's not like a big gap. It hasn't been shown to be like a big gap. It shows that he's close enough again to put Lando on the pressure. Lando knows that he has to nail it. So it's like, then it goes into Lando's weakness in terms of, you know, he's a bit less consistent. He seems more like error prone in the crunch mode because he knows he has to get it spot on, otherwise Oscar's can snatch it away from him. So it's good to see they're gonna be pushing each other, you know. Hopefully some Spain 2016s happen, you know. But then
just why 16s? Like, why plural? Just one, man. Why it don't need to be multiple times, bro?
Well, you want Max to win the title, yeah? Mad.
No. Max ain't winning the title. He ain't winning nothing, man.
So
Max is demon, you know. If he gets like 5 wins, bro.
He's fast at the end of the race as well. He's very, very fast. But one thing I will say about with Lando is that now that Oscar's stepped up, what he's trying to do is drive at 100%. And that's like 2023 times when he was making mistakes in quali and stuff like that. Even though he was like had a faster lap, he was doing his thing, he would kind of let it slip away because he was trying to overdrive it. And then 2024, he didn't do that. That's where all the poles came in, everything started coming towards him because he was more chilled out and he was driving at 99%. Now he's driving at 100, trying to overdrive again, but he just needs to kind of just dial it back a bit and then the car will come towards him.
Yeah, agreed. Cool. Let's move on to Ferrari. So, Ferrari, they managed to, what did they qualify again? Sorry. I don't know.
5th and 6th?
Here's me being dirty and professional. Yes, that's right. Lewis 5th, Charles in 6th, and they managed to, well, finish. Oh, I can't remember because the graphics updated. But yeah, I can't even.
They finished 5th and 6th anyway. So on the roll, they finished 5th and 6th, but we've held a double disqualification for two different reasons.
Yes. And I was about to read out the reasons. So them two, along with Pierre Gasly, all three managed to get disqualified. So Charles and Pierre, it was down to basically the car being underweight, about like a kilo or something like that. And then Lewis is because his plank was basically too worn down. Pause. So yeah, that was why they got DSQ'd. So we're going to go on to our resident Ferrari employee, Ranch. Can you speak to Ferrari of the qualifying performance and their race performance and the howler that Ferrari have had and basically getting a double disqualification, which, as far as I'm aware, it might be unprecedented.
So, in terms of quality performance, they made changes in setup, to protect the tires, which took it away from 1 lap pace. Also, I think I heard a rumor about Pirelli changing the tire pressures, but no one of note has verified this, so I can't be like, 100%. In terms of the race, the car was slow, unless you're munching your tires. It was a bit nervy because for the second weekend in a row, these two have made contact, which is a bit like, come on, dog, like Leclerc, like if you're making the move, give your teammate some space, because what's going on? You've damaged your car on the first corner, and I think it's added to the disqualification because Ferrari have put a statement out saying it was excess tire wear. You're gonna put more stress on your tires if you don't have a front wing on your car. So it's not ideal, and obviously we've achieved something that's never been done before, which is a double disqualification. And I genuinely believe that Fred Vasseur, after the sprint race, when they're doing the sprint debrief, he was moving like that guy on social media. It's like, so we're gonna get these 10,000 likes, bro. We're gonna get these 10,000, because they're just like, we're gonna get these 10,000. We're gonna get these 10,000, bro. 10,000. There's 10,000 likes on Twitter for posting Lewis Hamilton win graphics. There was no progress on the car because like you went from being like top 2 to behind the Mercedes, and then in the end you got caught by Max Verstappen in the Red Bull as well. This is terrible. He was doing ice baths and bananas, bruv. There was no strategy.
I also heard they were drinking San Pellegrino instead of Saratoga, bruv. Is that correct?
I don't know. I weren't there. Maybe, man. They had the blue bottles, bruv.
If they did have the blue bottles, they wouldn't have got DSQ, bro. Do you know what I mean? If they'd done their morning routine, get the bowl, get the ice cubes in, put the Saratoga in, cleanse your face, take the plaster off your mouth, but banana peel all over your face, they'd have got the job sorted. But you're drinking San Pellegrino, rubbing bolognese on the face, brother. It was always gonna go wrong. But hey,
man, it's a security guard having a Glock in his pocket. He had spaghetti in there, bro. They're cooked, bro. The thing I don't think people understand, getting disqualified, both cars qualified is one thing, but for two different reasons is a level of insanity you can't comprehend.
And it happened in 2023 under the same leadership as this bald man called Fred Vasseur. Is it now time to call for his head? Because how is this era any better than Bonotto? I don't get it.
Well, you almost won the championship last year. Oh.
Almost?
Yeah,
was
went to last race.
was it the other team in Woking just fucking around?
There was that too.
No, they were both messing around. Because they both just had moments of just absolute diabolical behavior. It's one there. It was basically it was a mid off, but McLaren were less mid because Red Bull should have won that championship.
Treacherous Twins won.
But this is your worst start in the constructors since 2009. And in 2008, at least you won the constructors off the back of that. I just want to know how you go from second fastest car, arguably first fastest car on certain tracks, to fourth fastest car.
It's not the fourth fastest car.
Then what is it then?
It's second through fourth.
No, we're not doing second through fourth. Let's have some.
No. Wait. Let me land it. Let me land it. So second through fourth, which is basically Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari, are all roughly around the same level. But it's about it's about execution. It's about executing, getting things right, and executing, and that's where Ferrari are off. So Ferrari are not getting the job done on execution. So that Mercedes seem to be the happiest in terms of execution. So it's like they're not outright the fastest, but they have no lows. There's never a moment where you sit there and go, so okay. George, you never sit there and go, George just cooked his tires or da-da-da. He's just there. Verstappen is like he's fighting. So you have the highs, but then you also you see that he tried to fight the McLarens, cooked his tires, it looked bad. And then in the sprint race, tried to fight Lewis, cooked his tires, it looked bad. But he was rapid at the end of this race. Where Ferrari's just been they messed around in Australia, cooked in the sprint race, then messed around again. And
I don't think realistically where you think Ferrari are fast, I don't think they're allowed to actually go that fast because it's an illegal setup. Hence why you're getting a DSQ for the skid block.
I think if
what in your mind where you think Ferrari is fast within those moments is an illegal setup.
No, I think Leclerc would have been fine. If Leclerc didn't clout his front wing, he would have been fine. He would have been fine.
His skid block would be fine.
I think so.
He had a bloody flexi wing.
Yeah, the thing is, but
because the end plate was gone, it was a flexi wing, basically. Of course you're gonna go faster.
It's what it is. I'm not saying his tires would have held up. So he would have had the extra kilo.
I mean, Lewis kind of executed it at America a few years ago in Saudi Arabia, but his end plate came off. He didn't get a DSQ.
Yeah, that's because Zimpec wasn't a thing back then, man. You got to keep up with the times, brother. Zimpec only hit the streets last year.
What's your?
All I
want to know. All I want to know is, as a concerned citizen, is what is Ferrari's blasted plan? What is their plan?
I told you last week we're aura farming, bro.
This is the time that you could actually win both championships and you're aura farming. You're going life and death with Williams and the constructors. You have 17 points?
Mm-hmm.
McLaren have 3 times the amount of points. So it's only been 2 races. That's insane. Both your drivers have single-digit points.
It's not even that. McLaren on 78 points.
44 points.
McLaren on 78 points. Ferrari on 17. Fucking hell.
That's not even recoverable. Do you know how hard it is to recover, bro? Especially when the team that has got that has got a good car. They're not all of a sudden going to be four fastest. But let me do the maths here. Hold on. Kimi Antonelli has more points than Charles and Lewis together.
That's crazy.
And man just got it. He just got his license now, didn't he? Lance Stroll and Ocon have more points. Albon has more points. Oscar Piastri, the man that had 2 points last week, has got more points than both your drivers. Good man.
Just go. I'm very much in the school of
Elkan's gonna fire someone, man.
No, people will get fired, but it's more a thing of I'm not head lost moment, you know.
No crashed out, no.
Hmm?
No crashed out yet, no.
No. It's not time.
Did you not buy into the preseason hype where you lot were the favorites?
Yeah, because my thing was I told you,
this
man.
is prior to testing, obviously. I'm saying,
No.
Richard, you saw the headlines over Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ferrari,
I see
99% new car.
Yeah.
All them things there.
Yeah.
Class of the field.
Best driver duo on the grid. Yeah, yeah.
But here's the thing, I didn't buy into it. I said from the beginning, I'm gonna wait until at least after Japan.
You said Japan?
Yeah, because I was like, the first race is an Australia outlier. Second race is a sprint weekend, so some nonsense gonna happen. Japan is the weekend where I need to see everything dialed in properly before I make a proper judgment. Because imagine we go out there, Ferrari go out there and cook, and then it's a titanic battle between McLaren, Ferrari, and Japan. Then we're asking different questions. Then we're like, okay, clearly they hadn't gotten everything all proper dialed in yet. So it's like exercise a bit of patience to go and see, okay, let's see what can happen. Because I know we got a driver that if you give him a chance to cook, he could cook.
Your drivers know that they're like 3 tenths behind McLaren, even if they set up the car perfectly. McLaren ain't even set the car up perfectly yet. If they get to Suzuka, they might put 40 seconds on the grid. There's no safety cars.
It's spooky.
And your goal was to be better than to win the constructors and be better than McLaren. Not to be beefing Red Bull that's got Lawson that's qualifying P20 and bloody Mercedes who has a literal child in the other seat. So you can say all this all you want. You can't reframe this as we're going toe to toe with Red Bull and we're better than Red Bull and Mercedes. No, that's not your benchmark.
No. The thing is, I know it's an L, but it's more like I'm waiting to see where we're at. Because obviously, let's say for example, we get an upgrade and suddenly we're a rocket ship. It's going to be frustrating, but if we're clapping race wins, I'm going to sit down and be content.
You just said Ferrari and upgrades. And
past 2 years, upgrades have been at least okay. From the Italian GP onwards, like the second half of the season, that part of the season, the upgrades have worked. They've worked well. We need that sooner.
So you're just gonna glaze over Barcelona upgrade last year.
That guy got fired. Cardile got fired. He's Richard's problem now. In July, Richard, he's your problem.
They got Dewey. You think he's allowed to do anything? Are you all right? He's checking his paperwork, bro. You had nobody checking Cardile's paperwork.
True though.
No, who did you have? What's his name again? My man that's in Thailand right now.
Oh, Rory Byrne.
Rory Byrne ain't checking no Cardile papers, man.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's doing now, bro. I know he was involved in the 22 car, and then since then I just haven't heard his name.
I said payments went out, yeah.
Hey, bro, we don't know what these men are and what they're doing.
That was the last time you challenged for the title, properly.
We'll get to Total Wolf for one day and arrest him for his crimes, but not today.
Also, not to go off the tangent on Ferrari, they brought a TD in. McLaren still won.
That's in there from wrong team, yeah.
Streets were saying that was directed to McLaren. McLaren still won though. But it was directed at Ferrari. What's going on at Ferrari though?
Was it us that brought in the TD?
No, it was Red Bull.
Yeah, I was about to say it We were just collateral.
I know
bro.
Alpine got nerfed.
Briatore fuming, man.
That man cheated, got bagged, changed the wing, got caught cheating something else. No fuel. Underweight.
Nah. I'm just deep in, yeah. That man were cheating to be mid, you know. They were cheating to battle Williams. Like, what's going on here?
Bro, have you seen the Alpine rear wing? It's twerking. I've never seen anything like it. It's like it's about to pull off, bro.
Oh, man.
It's insane.
This is Briatore's work, man.
Briatore, man, he's come back and he's just doing devilish things, man.
Look, someone in the group chat described it best. I think it was you, Mahad, that said he's like Jose Mourinho coaching today. The magic's done, bro. It's over.
Man's using 2000s tactics. This ain't 05, brother.
Same teletext days, brother.
This ain't Lampard ain't walking through that door, man. Pogba ain't walking through that door.
You got Nicole Jackson now.
Fernando Alonso ain't walking through that door, man.
You got Jack Doohan, bro.
Boy, he's on a tightrope, boy.
Mid.
You know what?
I've seen enough. He's ass.
No, the thing is,
His ass.
Quali pace, yeah, he's looking okay. And then you put him in a race, and he's so ass. How do you get 2 10-second penalties, one in the sprint and one in the main race for poor driving standards, bro? He should have gotten a drive-through penalty for what he was doing to Hydra. Like that's a straight drive-through penalty.
He should have picked up a bike and gone MotoGP, bruv.
Could have been going machine for machine with the Marquez,
been doing the heritage thing, the Nepo thing in there, man.
No. He learned the lesson from Mick, bruv. Dude, he went for the Carlos Sainz route. Just don't try and copy your dad. Okay? Don't
go in there discipline.
Don't go choose a different discipline. Cook there.
That's crazy. Oh man, but yeah, he's mid. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the rest of the good man. Course Haas, they got double points finish. Alpine mid. Fucking. Oh yeah, Red Bull. I forgot to put down Red Bull. Silly me. So about Red Bull as well. Lawson. Fuck, he's having a howler. Of course, there's rumors and talks that we might get swapped out for Snowder ahead of Japan. Yeah, I'll open the floor up. Chris, you wanna sip on your Saratoga?
Nah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So about whoever team that we haven't spoken about, basically.
I have to say something on Lawson, because normally I'm quite forgiving on people for like struggles and so on and so forth, but Lawson is ass. I'm sorry, you can't qualify last 2 weekends in a row. Like you just need to get him out of the seat. Like I know people are like, oh, Lawson's not that bad. He's good. He goes in other series. He cooks whatever. I don't care, bro. The bare minimum you have to show is speed. He's not showing no speed. Like quali laps is the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. Like no, there's been no speed. Racecraft mid, bro. We got 3 disqualifications. You don't have no points. 3 disqualifications, no points. Bro, Horner's not even backing, man. You know how Horner normally is like, this is our driver. He's like, yeah, he's a bit ass.
Yeah, he's skating around every single question that gets posted about Lawson. He's like, yeah, everyone's pets of sport. Bro, once he hit you with that LinkedIn lingo, it's looking techie for you, bro. I tell you, it's looking dirty techie. Do you think it would be harsh though if they did swap him out?
No.
Ahead of Japan?
No. He's fallen short of the bare minimum standards. Kwame, the bailiffs will be at your door soon. That stock, Lewis Hamilton dividends will not cover you for this one, bro. The bays will be at your door because this is disgusting.
We need to talk about the right dishonorable Dr. Helmut Marko, Mr. One Eye Open when I'm sleeping.
Oh no! Do you know what it is?
He's in his scouting ability.
No. He's one eye that works is on Max Verstappen. The one that doesn't work is on them Liam Lawson and them man, like Lawson, Gazzy,
We have
and all
to
these
talk
other
about the
man.
elephant in the room. He's not good at his job.
He's washed, yeah?
Right now, in the year of 2025, he's not good at his job.
It depends though, because Hadjo's
He's
looking
Shaq
good.
Celtics, yeah?
But Hadjo looks good. And then if Lindblad cooks, then it's like he's back up.
It's funny,
So,
because Hadjo kind of got that seat.
Your job is to provide drivers to Red Bull Racing, not to V-Carb. You need drivers that can drive in a Red Bull racing car.
Yeah, but how many man can drive in a Red Bull?
Oh, we can't keep doing this, man. So they've just decided we're just going to run one whip. They might as well run one
No, let's be honest, yeah. So you have Ferrari have a certified driver lineup, McLaren a certified driver lineup. How many other men are certified to be
but they're
one
unwilling
of the big boys?
If you feel like we can't develop a driver that can go into that seat, feel comfortable and do his thing, yeah, you got to pay money, man. Go get a driver.
The thing is, they tried. Everyone said no. Everyone has a contract said no, or they're not going to put him next to Max. So Leclerc is a no-go. Hamilton is a no-go. They tried to grab Norris. He committed to McLaren. Piastri committed to McLaren.
Yeah.
Russell, they tried to grab him in like 2021 times. He had a Mercedes contract. So it's a thing of the man who are good are committed. So you have to unearth the next talent. But then it's like, it's not like before where you could just pick all the children and just dash them away when they're mid.
You got money and you're a top team. You can yap a next man's driver, man. If you've really got clout, if you're really that team, you can take some of the next man's driver. If the money's right,
they can just go get Russell for next year. Then still the contract.
Listen, no, the worst thing about Russell, yeah, that I realized, yeah, this guy's got no contract, yeah, but his fucking agent and manager is Toto Wolff. Do you know how crazy that situation is, bro?
He's finished.
So even if you wanted to go to other teams, they got to talk to Toto.
It's finished. Yeah.
Red Bull went to Toto and said, "Yo, we got 40 million for you right now."
He's saying, yeah. So you're taking them. Taking them, brother. Yeah,
I don't. Do you know what it is? He will only say yeah if he has a replacement in at hand. Put it this way, because right now, like, don't get me wrong, Kimi's gonna get better, but like, basically, you're seeing the difference between like the proper article, someone who's like ready to win a world championship, and a kid that's kind of quick.
I'll tell you this now, and you're gonna be surprised that I'm gonna say this, yeah. But Kimi's been shafted 2 races in a row. He had damage in quali, so I had to do a crazy recovery drive in Australia. Then he got damage from the stupid end plate of Leclerc on the first lap, the first corner.
No. I agree. In China, that's valid 100%. In Australia, he broke his own car. So I capped that. I capped the damage and quality thing. If you break your own car,
that's his debut quality session, bro.
No.
I've been so stern.
Do you know what it is? It's one thing where it's like I rate the recovery drive, but I'm not gonna let people be like overdo it in a sense. It's more like he's shown good speed. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's not all there yet, and it's gonna take a while.
I'll say this: if he didn't have the damage in this race and he showed the speed that he showed in Australia, he would have been chatting to Leclerc and Max for 4th position at least. He would have been in that position.
Yeah, but what happened in the sprint though?
The sprint, everybody got cooked, man. You're all right. Sainz boxed. For goodness sake, man.
That
wasn't even a race. I don't know what that was. To this day, I don't know what that race was.
Hey,
I wouldn't consider it a race.
Do you know how funny that was? Yeah, that Sainz boxed, yeah, and he still didn't finish last because doing stinks. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So with the Lawson situation, yeah, me personally, what I think is not to pivot from Antonio, just go back to the original point what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think you have to give him until European races.
Oh, that's fair.
What's the point of this?
No. I'm
hearing that. I've heard this rumor now that they're gonna drop. No, they're gonna drop Lawson completely. They're gonna put Yuki in the Red Bull, and then they're gonna put Colapinto. They're gonna put a loan bid in.
What's the loan obligation to buy?
What are they doing over there? You got 3 million. Whenever I'm watching S2 F3, I'm seeing 3 million Red Bull cars. What are you talking about? You're putting in a loan deal. You're loaning Sancho.
No, because the only Red Bull guy, that matters is Lindblad, and he's 17, and he hasn't done the correct amount of TPC running yet, so he's not ready.
Has he got enough super license points though?
Yeah. He got the super license points. He went to New Zealand to get the new super license points. He's got the super license points.
Just put him in there, then, man.
He's not ready because he doesn't know enough like just driving F1 cars.
None of testing, brother.
Kimi did 4,890 million miles.
That's what they're doing with Lindblad. They're like, you're going and driving Red Bulls when you're not racing in F2. So that's what they're doing. I
just don't think there's any value right now. You're cooked anyway. You're not. What's the point? You might as well let him finish 20th every race. You're not going to finish anything any higher than third in the constructors.
I think it's more of a,
you might as well use this as a tank for wind tunnel time next year.
I think it's more of a case of you're not even. I don't think they're even just collecting good data off, man. You know what I mean? That it's like, it's like, there was some good laps there. They're not getting that. There's like a bare minimum standard that he's not reaching. So obviously, I'm giving him until after Saudi. Like I say, give it until at least after Saudi. But if it still stinks, just get him out. Like just say it's done.
Why am I thinking that Hadjar was better? Hadjar looks better than Lawson. Even in the AlphaTauri or whatever it is, VCOM, Hadjar looks better than him.
Because there's a bare minimum standard that Lawson's not achieving. If Lawson was like, say, he put in like in Q1 he was P2, then in Q2 he's 15th, and it's just like the fluctuations of the car.
I have not seen Lawson's name in the top 5 graphic.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why I'm like, this is a level of stink that we cannot accept.
I used to see Perez in a cheeky P3 in practice or something like that, or P5. I ain't seen this guy's name. His name's rooted at the bottom with the Saubers.
Scary.
In every session.
Including
practice.
He just must not be attacked.
He was supposed to be my Antonelli like benchmark for me to understand and be like, okay, like Lawson and Anthony is supposed to be next to each other and seeing what the levels are. He's not that.
He's beyond that, bro. I mean,
I'm thinking right now he might be one of the worst drivers to ever drive Red Bull. He's on route
after 2 races, bro. Fuck,
Well, I need a sample of 5 at least, but he's looking.
Yeah, give him at least.
This is worse than what Gasly got sacked for. Big man.
Give him the Reese.
But Gasly got sacked because he beefed with Newey. He didn't get sacked because of performance. He beefed with Newey and told him to F off.
Man said your pencil shit, bro.
Bro.
He was like, what?
He beefed with Newey.
He was like, what?
And then they were like, who are you to be beefing with Newey? You're not Verstappen. Get out of here. Bro, Gasly thought he was Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher could beef with engineers and get them removed. You're not that guy.
I tried to go to the head honcho, bro. Brother, talk to Washe and Balbo and them, man. You're not allowed to talk to Newey. What are we doing here? Talk to the goons first, bro. I talk to the gaffer.
Man said to speak to the head in charge.
Ironically, Gasly would do good in that seat right now.
Yeah, but they never get him back. Funny enough.
scary. I fear for Yuki. I don't want him to get in that seat. Yuki's just like, fuck it. Let me drive up front for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't even care what happens after this.
Let me see what happens.
And you might as well. If he feels like I'm not going to be in Formula 1 after this year, you might as well just take the gamble and let me just drive at the front. Or attempt to drive at the front. But Max looks slow as shit, man. So if Max is where he is, you ain't getting more than P9 in that car.
Scary, man. Oh,
P8, P9.
Watching Balboa have done a madness, but they've had a mare, yeah?
Them man stink, man. What do you think? The way they try to underplay Newey and Marshall and all these men, these are the man that are your foundation. Them man been there since like 2000 whatever on the jump.
Foundations, man.
And you try to get Newgard in, and then them man are baffled about what's going on.
Boy, Newey's sons, man.
No vets in the locker room, bro.
The worst thing is Newey's first batch of sons is way better than this new batch. These young G's are shit.
Wait, say Gen Z moving mad, yeah? Gen Z technicians moving mad, yeah? All this woke shit on the car. The car's too woke, man. That's why Max is having a weird. Car's too woke.
What do you mean you try to dial it down a little bit? What do you mean? Make a fast car, bruv.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's spooky over there, Red Bull. I don't know if they're purposely doing this for 26.
Nah.
You think they're tanking?
I think they're tanking.
They can't afford to tank.
Yeah, they can. They got money, bro.
No. Their thing is the Max Verstappen factor, bruv. Them man are.
But they resigned to the fact that Max is gone. Max was. I heard his interview after the race. The guy sounded like a philosopher, bro. Why is he talking the way he's talking, bro? I've never heard
his head is gone. Is gone. I'm telling you, when that kid comes out, yeah, it's over.
The dog is gone.
Bro, it's gone, bro. He's gonna start valuing his life, bro. It's over.
Man, I gotta start overtaking him, saying you're a family man. You ain't got it no more. You ain't got your heart in it no more, man. You're a family man.
He ain't about to no more, bro.
I don't think people are clocking that. This guy's changed completely. I'm listening to his interview. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, bro?
I said demons left, yeah.
But bro, he's talking like he went therapy or something. He's had some good therapy sessions and he's seen a new perspective on life. Says, you know what, Formula 1 ain't that deep. I'm out.
He's always said that, though.
We're getting there, though.
He's always kind of said that, though.
No.
He's kind of always said that, but now he's like, I don't even care if the car's fast or not. Remember before, he's like, I just want the car to be fast. He used to be pissed. The car was shit. Even if the car wasn't set up right, he'd be livid. Now he's like,
That's what it is.
Be 20 seconds up the road and the car will run a little bit like that. The car's rubbish, man. What's going on? That
one thing I did say, and I said this last year, is that Max with a championship leader, Max without a championship leader, two different drivers. Right now, like, if he had the championship lead and Oscar tried to overtake him, he would have clotted him in the sprint race, man. It's absolute no way. Because he didn't have a championship lead, he's like, oh, fuck it. So
you're probably right now.
I'll do nothing. But even like there was races like last year with, let's say for Mexico, for example, there was no way he was going to finish ahead of Lando. His car was slow. So he's like, I got points. Let me clock this guy. Fuck it.
It was so funny because we watched him let signs go by, yeah, and then he did that.
Exactly. We see the evidence. I'm not in the championship battle with Sainz. I don't care about dropping points to him. I care about dropping points to this guy because I'm in the lead to this guy.
It was so nasty. This is why when people compared him to Schumacher, it annoyed me because I just said Schumacher just clotted everyone for no reason.
Yes, so in that scenario, let's say Oscar Piastri in that sprint race and he's facing Schumacher. Schumacher out of principles trying to clot him.
Yeah, you can go. If you're pricked to everyone equally, I can respect that. When you pick and choose,
what Doohan was doing to Hadjar, that's Michael. There was no reason. You got 10-second penalty. Man was still defending for his life, bro. He says, he's out of principle. You're not overtaking me.
That go-kart, that Michael gave him had a bit of his spirit in there, bruv.
On Demon Time go-kart, you know. Fuck, you know.
Schumacher's blood just like a line inside the cart, because it's like this. Your cart is possessed now, bro. Demon sacrifice, you know.
Fuck, you know. Oh man. Right. Is that it for RB Slander and all that shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Calm. Right. Yeah, rest of the field. Yeah. I don't know if there's any teams that we haven't highlighted that you wanna give a shout out to or a bit of
Should we do a stinker or stinker of the day? Driver of the day? Type of thing.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
do that.
I drive. I'm gonna say drivers. I'm gonna say like team. Just Haas. Ocon did his ghosting up the field, and then Behrman with his cheeky chows to all of these man. I'm here for it. After the stinker they had in Australia, I'm here for it. This is what I invested into, bro. I'm like Ayo Komatsu, he's changing lives, bro. And the drivers are showing that, you know, they got a serious driver pairing in that midfield. So good job from them, man, over there. You know, like proper operation. They're moving like a serious organization. So I can't complain.
Must have eaten good, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm eating good, bro. Ocon is the highest Ferrari powered driver in the championship right now.
It's crazy.
That's more about Ferrari than Ocon. I'll be honest with you, lad.
Hey man, we overtook the Saubers, bro. We're going somewhere.
Who's your stinker then? Ranch, did you say stinker?
No, I didn't say stinker. Stinker Hulkenberg, because he broke the car by himself, and you finished behind Bortoletto, who span into the gravel in the first corner. You went from
his car was broken, fam. Like seriously broken, bro.
I don't care.
You should have just DNF'd.
Yeah, then just DNF, bruv. I've had a look. You know my agenda gets him. It's time for him to go.
Oh, you're taking a piss,
bruv. That generation, I want all of them out, bruv.
Apart from Lewis, yeah.
Lewis is not part of that generation, and Lewis is a world champion. So world champion,
K-Mag, Ricardo, Perez generation.
Yeah, like when you're a world champion, you get to like hang around, especially if you're in a car that can win races. You get to hang around. If you're not a champion, why are you here? Like, you know, move on. Let someone else cover turn, bro. Like, Bortoletto's like showing that he's got something for him. Like, he's like, obviously, there's gonna be moments where he's gonna be behind and make mistakes, but it's like, in pure speed, he's near enough around Hulkenberg. It's not like he's way off. So I'm like, there's nothing that's moving me. He's not moved me in like years. So I'm just like, it's time to pack it up, man. Go be a family man. You know, you got a good family over there. And go do work.
Fams, don't be so eager to get rid of competent Formula One drivers when it's clear that outside of Formula One, these men stink, bro.
There has to be more, man.
I mean, is there more? No.
We'll put Alex Polo in the car side.
Yeah, you go put him because he's someone new. He's not 35, so I just want, you know. I put it this way: I want man like Carlos Sainz to be the elder statesman of Formula One. If you're not champion material, because that's how it used to be back in the day. You get to about 32, 33. Oh, this is long, man. We move you out, get the new guy in. If they don't cook, they go out, new person comes in.
That's what Frank Williams trying to do today, you know, that they won the title.
Yeah, but Jack Villeneuve was better, bro.
Huh? I know you got your francophone tax, but I hear you, bro.
It's not francophone tax, bro. I would.
Villeneuve's Congolese, bro. I see him with white jeans on, bro.
You know. All right, Mahad. Driver of the day, stinker of the day.
Driver of the day, Oscar Jack Piastri. No, I don't really need to elaborate further on that. Stinker of the day is Carlos Sainz Vasquez de Castro. Why are you finishing 20 seconds off your teammate? That nobody knows, apart from Lawrence.
Nope.
Unless Albon's a worldie. If Albon's, I'm just doing the metrics and the maths. If Albon's actually that good, Albon's better than Leclerc. If we start doing equations, but we'll see further. I don't know whether this is just Carlos Sainz underperforming. We'll see, obviously, over the season. You know what I mean? But at the end of the season, I'm getting out my equation, my calculator. We're gonna do some maths.
It's a quick maths.
The thing is,
because Carlos Sainz came into that Ferrari and beat Leclerc over a season straight away.
Hey, this is why I told Leclerc fans, bro, you need to go to church, bro, because how that happened, yeah, is beyond me. Anyway, no. But the thing is, the fact that he frauded a point today is hilarious, bro.
Man got three DSQs that allowed him to score. 3, not 1. 3 DSQs that allowed him to score for a single point.
And now
that makes it even worse because the 3 cars got disqualified and Lawson still didn't score points.
Yeah, that's why it's annoying me.
Lawson's 12 now. That's crazy.
Also, for my stinkers, not drivers, is Racing Bulls. Racing Bulls strategy team is one of the worst group of people I've ever seen. In any other organization, they'll be fine. I won't even trust them to use this printer.
No. Lot of Mekiers, man.
Just a bunch of men that just need to put their head in ice.
Pull out the Saratoga, man. Put your head in ice,
Saratoga out. You clear your head so you could do strategy correctly because
there was
a car that could easily get double points. Today you could have 8. That man could have at least got P6, P5. They could have got 2. They could have got 2 cars in the top 6 if they did the job properly. And their man decided to do a 2-stop when none of their people around them were doing 2-stops. Nobody provoked them to do a 2-stop. Be aware of your surroundings and see what's going on. And they're making the drivers look mid. They're doing a mad thing on Saturdays and getting shagged.
Actually, to be fair,
someone did the maths here and they said Yuki Tsunoda should be 5th in the championship, man. 6th in the championship. If he didn't get shafted with these strategies.
No, to be fair, this race Yuki was shafted anyway because his front wing just blew up on the pitch.
That is insane. Yuki was like, where? I didn't touch anything. I didn't hit nobody. Brother, he's on the straight. It just broke. And back over. I was like, bro, you all right? This is outrageous. That's outrageous, bad luck, man.
Bro, because the thing is, I thought it was Hadjar because I saw he was battling doing. I saw a cash up car with a broken front wing. I'm thinking, I'm about to start cussing doing back. You broke Hadjar's front wing. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Next thing you know, I found out it's Yuki. I'm like, huh? What did he do? Then the replay comes up and you just see it breaks in the straight. I'm like, damn.
It's all mad. But yeah, driver of the day, yeah. Oscar Piastri, stinker, yeah. Jack Dillon, Harleman. But yeah, let's do Japan predictions, then wrap up. Mahad.
McLaren 1-2.
Obvious. Yeah.
Who would have thought that? I'll just say that every week now. I'm just saying that every week. McLaren 1-2. I just don't see how anybody else has got a better car. So it'd have to be either Oscar or Lando humbly for them not to finish on a 1-2. I'm not really bothered about what order it is. I reckon if we're just doing 1-2s for the next couple of races, then Lando wins the next one. Lando wins Bahrain. Oscar wins Saudi. And then what's after Saudi?
I think either Miami.
I think we might not even win Miami. No drivers.
No.
Miami fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, Miami's after Saudi.
Yeah, so Oscar might win Saudi. Saudi and then Miami. But we'll see what happens. I think you're just looking at a title fight between two guys this year.
So you get
Enjoy the show, guys.
You get a 2016 voucher.
2016 means the person that's supposed to win didn't win.
So it depends who you ask. Turns out how do you want to interpret that?
Yeah. Someone's gonna have an engine blowing up.
I even Mercedes that does happen. No, I was gonna say because obviously you can't say 2015 yet because that was the most boring season ever, and it would require one of your drivers fumbling until like towards the end. Then they suddenly
2015 is so stupid because Rosberg decided to lock in at the end of the season. The season's done, bro.
Do you know what he did? He locked in at the end, yeah, to power up for 2016. He went into a dark place, bro. He got cooked so hard he stopped spending time with his family, bro.
Man was losing weight off his calves to get save a 10th for Monaco pole, you know. So mad. It's a true story, you know. That's what he said as well. He said, "Yeah, I was cycling, yeah." And it's like, "Oh, my calves too big. How can I get skinnier, man? Oh, shit a bit off my calves." And he said that helped him get like a 100th of I don't know what's that. I don't something I do. But yeah, man. Let's see, Japan predictions. Yeah, McLaren won 2. Russell will magically get 3rd.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No camera time. Just get sweat.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
No context, Raj.
Bro, if that happens again, I'll sit here just laughing because I enjoy it. I enjoy everyone's head loss at him just finishing 3rd.
I'm scared of Mercedes. I think if any team is gonna upgrade a car and be on our McLaren's it's gonna be Mercedes.
You think so?
But they've got the same engine as us. What advantages do we have over them? They do the flexi wing thing. They were doing it for us.
You got better aero though.
We'll see.
So
our advantage over them is tire deck. And a tire heat, a tire warm up as well.
Yeah,
true. Yeah. I hear.
Let's see what these engineers are cooking, but unless they're just tanking for 26.
Nah, I think they'll give one good upgrade. That Mahad's favorite bold person, Simone Resta's there, so he's doing his.
He's doing the upgrades. I'm fine. We are good. We are good. So when Resta, we are good, bro.
Oh, don't kill me, man.
All right, guys.
All right. Yeah, cool. Let's wrap up here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please make sure to, of course, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure to give us a follow on all social media platforms: TikTok, Twitter, X, Instagram, I don't know, Blue Sky, whatever. All the things there. Pitstop Fracas and everything. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time, maybe next week or for Japan. Peace.
Peace.